Hey guys, welcome back to another video on BeamNG Drive. Today we're going to be looking at the 0.62 update featuring the Corvette, some upgrades to the T-Series and its sound design, some upgrades to the doors and sound design. We have a animation for our shifter now, which is pretty cool if you can see it moving around down there. We'll take a better look at that later. If we look at our Corvette right here, we can see that now there's 32 models of it. We have some newer rally versions and a rear engine turbo rally version. The car I have right now is a rear engine. I modified it to be that. This is not a stock car. I modified it to be like this. As you can see, there are some air intakes for the rear engine and then some exhausts right here to let some heat out. You can see it says driving school, and then we have some JDM headlights. And as you can see, we cannot open the hood right now, but for right now we'll just take a look at the sound design. So this is the left-hand drive version of the Corvette. There is a right-hand drive version. We might take a look at that later, but for right now let's listen to the sounds of the door redesigns. I do believe it is the same on driver and passenger side. Just gonna make sure though. Yep, pretty much the same. The trunk sounds way more realistic than it did before. Actually, I don't even think it had a sound before. I really do like the sound of when you slam the trunk down. Sounds really realistic. And as before I said, you cannot open the hood, which is for one reason. You do have to go to the driver's side, which is either on the left or right based on what version of the car you have. If you have the left-hand version, the right-hand version. I did not close that door. Interesting. Maybe I have to get our node grabber and open it a bit. That's weird. Huh. So you have to pull our hood release, which you'll see will pop open the hood a tiny bit right there. And then you can open and close the hood. Obviously, because this is a rear engine vehicle, there is nothing in here except for, I guess, storage, power washing fluid, or power steering fluid, washer fluid, maybe oil. I'm not sure if this tube going through right here is supposed to be intentional, but it's fine. It's not like you're going to be looking at this all the time. That sounds really nice too. I really like that. We'll close the door here. There is a box over the engine, and I wonder if we can actually open that up. No. Interesting. So let's hop back in, and I'm going to see if I can remove that. Engine cover right here. We'll take that engine cover off. Firewall glass. We'll put the firewall glass in. It does make it a tiny bit quieter. We'll put the race pedal box in there. And we'll put a different wheel in there. We'll put the racing wheel in there. We'll put a boost gauge in there. Why not? So now we'll take a, yep, now you can hear it. Instead of it being quiet because it's up front here, now it's really loud because it's behind us. And if you weren't to have this firewall glass, I'm assuming it'd be much louder. We have our race pedals down there. We have our, I guess, our fluids for that. Here's the hood release. I wonder if we pull that and we start driving, if the hood will rip itself open. Down here we have our e-brake, as always. You can see our boost gauge right there. We also have an odometer. But the shifter does actually work, and it is animated really nicely. And if I shift it into 6, it'll just put in 5th, because this only has 5 gears. 4, 5, and then if I put it into reverse, there we go. So that's reversed. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and now we're in neutral. So we're going to test this theory on if I pop the hood, which it was right there, and I start driving. You can see it bouncing up and down there. I wonder if it'll fall off. Not the fastest Corvette, and I think we took our rear tire off. The fact that we're not driving probably doesn't help. Yeah, we don't have a rear tire. So if we had a welded differential, this would be putting the power to both tires equally. But we don't. Alright, so now we're back here. Another cool feature is, as I said before, the odometer. And I'm going to reset this right here. And I'm going to show us, I'm going to put a little camera right here on the odometer. So this right here, we're under the speed limit. Not speed limit, the speedometer. And above the little, I guess you would call this the arm, is our odometer. I guess there's 2 of them. Which is interesting, and I grinded that gear up pretty good. Gotta love manual transmissions. So you'll see go from 3 to 4 to 5. We'll make it go to 7. Why not? 7's a lucky number. I'm not really sure what that high-pitched squealing noise is when we slow down, but it might just be because my camera is going in and out of the inside and the outside of the car. It's hitting the limit of the interior, possibly. Or it's just a noise it makes. Well, we went past 7, we got to 8, why not? That is also a wall. And I stalled it. Lovely. I think our headlight's pretty bashed up. Nope, it's just our front bumper, those lights. And they still work. Which I guess is pretty good. Headlights work, high beams work, yeah. Nice. So we just bent it. So this is a new area. Unless I'm blind and I've never seen this before, this is a new area. So right here is the T-Series, and I have it out here for one reason. And that is the hydraulic cylinder that lifts this dump bed up actually got some new sound updates. So now, instead of it making, I don't think it even made a sound, now it increases the RPM of the truck to use the power of the engine to raise the bed of the truck. And if I press on the gas, and I keep it in neutral, it goes up way faster. And if I want to bring it down, so if you bring it all the way up, I guess, and you try to bring it up more, it'll just stall your engine. But if you try to bring it down, and you hit the gas, nothing happens, it goes down at the same speed. But if you bring it up and you hit the gas, it'll go faster. So I guess if you hold it down to keep your RPM up, and if you throw it in reverse and you don't press the gas, those RPMs from the hydraulic cylinders will go to your gearbox. If I put it into first, obviously obviously it'll roll under its own power if I let go of the clutch, but if I hold down the dump bed to go down, it'll do that. Same with going up, but unfortunately the shift knobs do not move in the T-Series. Sad, but I guess it is what it is. Pretty sure for all these 6 speeds it moves. But because this is not an H pattern shifter like that, it does not move. This is the police traffic control version of the Corvette. Brand new, obviously. It's got a red light bar on top. And it also has the same hood sounds and door sounds of the other Corvettes. And if you're if you have eagle eyes, you might notice that this is a right-hand drive vehicle. It's also an automatic, and it's got a cool little police radio down there. But instead of the hood latch being on that side, because it's a right-hand drive vehicle, the hood latch is over here. And then you can get into the engine. It is an inline 4. The engine's up front instead of in the back. Power steering fluid, washer fluid, all the same fluids. Close the hood up. That might not actually be power steering fluid. It might be wiper fluid or something. I don't know. Power steering is my best guess. Door sounds so good. Siren, not that good. So I'm gonna fix that. Now with a little bit of magic, some editing, and hoping that I line the camera up right, which I probably didn't, and you'll see the edit, I fixed it. But I'm not going to show you that. First, I'm going to show you the AI. And something cool about the AI is the fact that it's been updated. So, now you can add parked vehicles, which means if I'm driving, maybe some vehicle would be parked in a parking lot or on the side of the road. Simplified vehicles is when you spawn it, it'll add more vehicles, and it will be less demanding on your either GPU, CPU, graphics card. But I keep allow mods to spawn off, so in case a mod's broken, it doesn't break it. And I kept enable to switching traffic off. And I kept enable switching to traffic vehicles off. And on the UI map, I kept them off because I never use the UI map. I keep amount of vehicles on auto just because, I don't know, works for me. It calculates how much it should put on, and it works pretty well. Right there, I just turned on some Reshade. Hopefully it's not taking a dump on the recording quality, but I feel like it looks a lot better from standard BeamNG, so for the rest of the video we'll be using this. If you don't like it, I guess too bad. These are some of the Reshade mods I use, or shaders I use. Could put in some HDR, could put in, I'm not going to put in the distort, blooming. Why not? We'll use a little blooming. So this is without Reshade, standard BeamNG, and with Reshade. So if you want to get Reshade, go to reshade.me, download it, maybe look up some YouTube tutorial on how to do it. That's what I did. It works pretty well. So now we're going to spawn in our traffic. We'll do our normal traffic. Now let's see if my FPS drops to 0. Hopefully not. Let's go for in pit. There we go. Love the turbo sounds on this thing. Slower. And I'm very dead over here. We'll do it one more time. Did I put my nitrous on? I might not have. This interior is not bad. Seems like we're in neutral. But, I guess this is a leather interior. Can't click on the window winders to wind up the windows. This window's broken, so I guess it doesn't matter. But we'll see this in 100 times slow-mo. Actually, we'll see it in 1,000. Why not? First crash in 1,000 times slower than real time. We'll do 500, which is still pretty slow. 200, which I guess is better. I don't remember 32 times slower, but I do remember 16, 8, 4, 2, and now there's 1.33. This car's not doing so well. I wonder how the pigeon's doing. Oh, the pigeon is doing just fine. What I am gonna do is just grab this tire. That's not the tire. Where's the tire? Which one of you is the tire? Probably this one. Nope. Ooh, that's not good. There we go. The pigeon is free. Imagine the pigeon with those tires. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I will put some links in the description for the official BeamNG Drive update videos. But until then, see you next time.